my friends, Ed 20T, you are number one. You are first today, Ed. Jumping in the stream right off the bat, like a real G would. That's Ed, ED20T on Twitter. Hit him up. Let's go! Lone Vinny Proto! OG Proto from the first stream. Proto, what up? Ethan, what is up? We got the staples here. All about your blah, blah, blah. Another thick, stable staple. All about your blah, blah, blah. What is up, my guy? Really cool stuff going on today in the world of MMA. Forgive the background noise. If you hear it, I don't even think you should hear it, but in case you do, the whole gang is here. Yes, definitely. There's a lot of stuff going on. I saw today, everybody saw that Proto says, I just came across a dirty spammer and it's really pissed me off because I've dropped so many points. Such a trash game. What's good, Rear Naked MMA? That's at Rear Naked MMA on Twitter. Hit them up for your news. Make sure you give them a follow. I don't know if anybody in here hasn't followed Rear Naked. Go ahead and do that. Donato says, Coach and Susie are in the dojo. I'm bowing. What up, Susie? Playing on God mode in City Skylines. What is up? Proto, it's almost like you're reading my mind. I'm going to get a warm up here. Before we get going, I don't know if anybody wants to warm up, but Proto brings up a good point. I've been watching other streamers stream. Renee says, Proto, my broomy brutta. I've been watching other guys stream. I'll be frank with you, just like you guys do. There's Callum, wants to warm me up. And I've heard a consistent theme that guys, other streamers are saying that, and Proto wants to know, how is everybody? By the way, yeah, that's what I intend. How are you guys doing? I want to know how you're doing. I should have asked that right off the bat. I got a special request for some Tyrone Woodley I saw from Ed. Proto says, Coach, you have more points than me now. That's how bad I've been doing. It's just a streak, man. And all about your blah, blah, blah. That makes me feel good to see you say it's good. I say stuff. I get reminded by my wife that I say corny stuff, but that's just how I am. It's what I think. It's what I say. So here we go. Let's do a little Cody Garbrandt. But as I was saying, Ethan says, I woke up and looked at my phone and went live. That's good luck for me. Donato says he's doing good. That is great, my friend. Hopefully Susie is as well. But anyways, like I was saying, is a lot of streamers have been saying that this game is trash. And I can't say that it's trash. I like to play this game a lot. Blah, blah, blah was ridiculous on J-Stream last night. You have to duck him. Don't play him or you'll get, I'm assuming Ed's saying I'll get knocked out. Yeah, no, blah, blah, blah is very good. And Ethan says, to be fair, it is trash. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I understand. This game is very broken. This game is extremely broken. I mean, the fact that I'm grinding to try to get to the top 100 in a broken game is kind of silly, but that's kind of, I think what makes it bearable is the fact that there's a community here that's building, so you're I'm playing through the game, and that's why I say I guess maybe the fact that I'm now chatting so much more when I play. Of course I play occasionally, like if I have a bad day, I'll try to recover after the stream or the next day. And I kind of lost track of my original thought there. But in any case, I've been seeing the streamers saying, hey, this is a bad game. I like I said, I don't agree completely, but it is sad to see how many people. And 20 coaching style is hard to counter, my friend. Plus, it was UFC 3. I'm sure Jay's better at 4. And part of what, you know, the issues with this game. Rear Naked said, the spirit of James Vick will live on. I don't know if that's a reference to some pain that I went through yesterday. Somebody, I think it was you, said I got James Vick. I laughed about that to myself. I laugh about many things in this stream. That is so hilarious. All about your blah, blah, blah. You're really good, Ed says. All I kept thinking when I was watching was, I'm never fighting him. Yeah, no, all about your blah, blah, blah. That was super impressive. Yesterday, I stopped by. I thought I saw all of your matches with JMMA on JMMA stream and playing UFC 3. I was really impressed that you're as good as you are in 4, and you had the muscle memory to do what you did in UFC 3. That's what's impressive. Vic is now the term for a time anytime somebody gets knocked out. That's rough for Michael Vick. My God, that guy had a fall. A fall, I mean, that's just, he was really hot, Michael Vick went, and then just went as cold as you can get. Wouldn't it be awesome to see Michael Vick, like, just string, oh, he retired, I think. But it'd be awesome to see him string together a bunch of victories, like get knocked out in some regional promotion, and then all of a sudden, he just starts winning fights and makes his way back to the UFC. Like Mark Hunt's story, oh crap. I gotta pay attention. Mark Hunt's story is really cool. He's retired. Mark Hunt, of course, was the UFC tried to let him go when when Zuffa acquired the UFC from its previous owner. In the contract negotiations, they tried to let Mark Hunt go, or maybe it was in the Pride acquisition. I can't remember which one, but they tried to let Mark Hunt go, and he refused. He said he wanted to stay on, and he fought. He lost his fight after kind of negotiating a new contract, lost his first fight, and then just went on a crazy streak afterwards where he went from almost being kicked out of the UFC, disregarded by everybody, and he came back and almost got a championship. I mean, he was so close. If anybody's familiar with that Fabricio Verdum fight, he was so close to winning that thing. Oh my God. I wonder what the hell James Vick is up to nowadays. Probably taking L's outside the octagon. Oh my God. Why do people not like James Vick so much? What did he do? Ed says the walkaway KOs were so bad. They were just so awesome, Ed. Mark Hunt's walkaway KOs, it was addicting to watch him. When he had that resurgence, when he was sleeping guys with that left, oh my God. And just, he knew it. It's like he knew it. He's like, there's no man that can take that. There's no man on earth that can take that. You can't take that. Vinny says it's because he trash talked Justin and he's ugly. Can't do both of those things. Oh no. Oh God, I'm losing. Here we go. I gotta get my stuff together. Yikes. Oh my God. Oh wow. Callum is just oh my God. I'm staying away from Kobe Garbrandt. Thank you for the warm-up, for harming my self-esteem before we get going here. Thank you very much. Thank you for tearing me down, Callum. Jeez. Ladies and gentlemen, Callum in the building. Shout out to Proto. He says, good game, coach. That was not a good game. All about your blah, blah, blah says, Go Brandt Chin did you right, huh? I'm not blaming that on the Garbrandt Chin. That was Proto tearing off. Probably probably doing PayPal fights in Dollar General store. Whoa, I will have no more of this disrespect of Michael Vick. This is insane. This poor guy is like, he went at it. Shout out to Michael Vick, by the way. Yeah, Ethan says, I lost, but he has no chin in this game. I don't know. I'm not blaming that on the chin. I'm blaming that on Proto for getting violent with me. Let's get it in, guys. Let's get this quote-unquote show on the road. Is this Francis Ngannou? Did you guys hear that? It's I know the way. I took the belt. I got the yes. I know the way. I fight him. I two time. I know the way. Thank you, Francis. I appreciate that. Here we go. We are 229th on planet Earth. Where are we at in North America? 92nd. Let's get it in. So, yeah, by the way, awesome to see that Venom gear get out there. The first picture of it I saw was the one with Aljamain Sterling in the background and Brian Ortega in the front. Renega says the possibilities of Michael Vick are endless. This poor guy, my goodness. I wonder if he knows they're like 3 to 4 people just, roasting him at any given time in a random UFC stream here. So here we go. Waiting for, but like I was saying, I definitely am excited to see this new Venom gear. The first picture of it I saw was the one with Brian Ortega in the front, Aljamain Sterling to the right, our right, his left, and then there's some female in the back. I really did enjoy what I didn't like it when I saw that picture. But I definitely liked the other one. So shout out to Venom for putting out some cool looking gear. All About Your Blah Blah says, look, Vic looked dumb as F after that Gaethje fight. He really did. That was a tough loss because he kind of stunted all over Gaethje in the press conference. I don't know if that was the first time he was called Homer Simpson, but that was really disrespectful. I mean, it was super disrespectful because it was like kind of an apt description. Respect to Michael Vick, though. Dude kept going out there. Yeah, I respect him. I definitely respect. Shout out to Michael Vick. I know he kind of did play himself, though. I understand, some of the James. Oh, I'm sorry, James. I'm messing you up now. Yeah, James Vick. Excuse me. Kind of the same with Alexander Hernandez and Cowboy. Yeah, to me, Alexander Hernandez versus Cowboy was worse. That was worse than even the Michael Vick one. James Vick. Keep saying Michael Coach. It's so much better this way. I'm going to say James Vick. I'm correcting it. It's like slipping out. I can't help it. Playing stream through my car speaker on the way to Taco Bell like a G. Shout out to Taco Bell. I used to live off of that stuff. I haven't had it in a long time, but I love Taco Bell. When you're hungry, you've had a late night. You might have had some fun, some activities. You might have been entertaining that night. Taco Bell hits the spot almost. 90% of the time, it hits the spot 100% of the time. Coach Heavy Hands versus Lazy Rudolph. It's going down. Renee said Hernandez screwed himself by going against the fan favorite and chatting all that stuff, so I was satisfied when Cowboy beat him. Yeah, I couldn't, it was unnecessary. The level of disrespect was really unnecessary, and it didn't even seem authentic, you know? It's like, what problem do you have with Cowboy Cerrone? Okay. Okay, so here we go. You don't have tacos. You don't have tacos in the UK and you're going to Taco Bell? Oh, I must have misread that. Oh, I didn't know if I was going to get that takedown or not. I heard. Renega says, I heard in the U.S. all food portions at restaurants are huge, and it's put in a container to take home if you don't finish it. Oh yeah, definitely. I wouldn't say everywhere it's huge. It varies, but I suspect that relative to the food portions that you're accustomed to seeing in Europe, yeah, I've heard that it's a big difference. I haven't been to Europe though to compare, but yeah, I've definitely heard that the food portions are gigantic. And of course, it's called a doggy bag. In fact, if you lack class like myself, it's a doggy bag. Ethan says, no, Coach, it's mostly huge here. Yeah, I mean, I see Super Size Me. US's small drink is our large. Yeah, okay, so I suspect, yeah, the fast food places. Yeah, Donato says when you pay $17 for pasta, it's coming home. Yeah, absolutely. All About Your Blah Blah points out you have to tip the staff more here. Yeah, we definitely tip the staff more. I've actually heard that in Europe, and maybe I'm misguided here, but I've heard that it's actually rude in some places to tip the staff. Oh, wow. Okay, so Vinny says, no, it's mostly huge here. Renega says, it's like a dream come true, for fuck's sakes. I'm in the wrong country. Dude, you know, obesity is also an issue. I'm not downing the country. I love food. I love to eat. But obesity is an issue in this country. And I'm not saying that there's a positive correlation there, but I mean, if we looked into it, I wouldn't be surprised to see if there was a correlation with our portion size and our obesity issues that we have in our country. Proto says it's not common to tip the staff in the UK. Yeah, I've heard that, and I've heard that waitresses make a little bit more money, or waitresses, wait staff make more money. Waitresses, that was, but here in the United States, be honest, fast food here makes everybody fat. I don't think it's just fast food, Proto, but you're right. Fast food will make, you overweight, but I don't think it's just fast food. I think, you can go to a restaurant and like what Rear Naked's heard, and the fact that what Donato said is true. The food is probably less or has poor nutrition. It's not good for you. It's like a lot of fats, a lot of sugars, and they're larger portion sizes in general. man. Oh. Whoa. I'm going to read that comment in just a second, all about your blah, blah, blah. This is an interesting conversation. Proto says, we don't tip in fast food places at all. Yeah, no, it's not common to tip in fast food places here. It's more common in the States to, like, have a donation jar for, you know, some cause. I'll be right there, guys. I'm gonna oh yeah, nah, it's not in fast food places. I meant more like restaurants or diners or gyms. Yeah, no. Proto, yeah, no, in diners and stuff, you definitely tip. Proto says, how much do you normally tip? Unless the service is bad or it's, you know, tipping at a fast food place, I'll tip 20%. Yeah, all about your blah blah blahs right there. It's like you usually should tip 20%, because in the States, you know, waitresses and waiters and wait staff are getting paid like $4 an hour in some places, like nothing, and it's legal. They get paid so little, and there's like a loophole in the law that if they're tipped employees, you can pay them nothing. You can pay them well below the minimum wage. And it's crazy. It's really crazy. Ed says, Proto, I'm trying to avoid that. Start gym next week, trying to keep the weight down. Yeah, we all are, Ed. I'm jumping in on your conversation with Proto. We all are trying to do our best. I started hitting push-ups and pull-ups and squats and stuff probably, I don't know, a month ago. I did it for about a week, fell off, haven't done it. You just get in a routine of getting up, working. Ed says, in the UK, usually 10 to 15%. I mean, on the higher end there, we're pretty close. There are places where I'll tip 15% if the service is kind of rough. And I think some people tip 15% as well, just normally. Not everybody tips 20, but it's kind of easy on the math side of things. 20% is always easy to figure out. I had a DoorDash driver try to flame me over my tip the other day. That's hilarious. Well, that's actually not hilarious, because, I mean, that's a struggling guy that doesn't have... Hold on one second. I want to read that statement, Donato. I'm falling behind on my comments. That's why we're all here. This is the talk. This guy is... Woo! I gotta calm down. Okay, Donato says, and that's my understanding, that houses are smaller in the UK, so they don't have massive refrigerators to store weeks worth of food, so they tend to shop. Oh shoot. And so they tend to shop daily for meals or grab something from a local pub. That's interesting. I've never heard that. Vinny says heavy hands and chill. That's a good idea. That's what we're doing. Oh no. Oh, whoo. Donato says, Ed says, Donato, not necessarily. Like with everything, everyone has different circumstances. People tend to send their disposable income on drinks at the pub on Friday after a long week of work. Well, I want to know that too, Ed, because I've heard similar things. I've heard that the refrigerators are not as large. I mean, this is like, we could easily Google all this stuff. Take it easy with Cejudo, coach. Donato about to bust. I will. I will take it easy. Yeah, but with the refrigerator, I don't know why I'm so fascinated by that. I've actually, you know what it is? In school, in college, I did I think I wrote some sort of paper comparing sizes of involving sizes of appliances in different countries. And I found that they found, like, in the Philippines, the refrigerators are super small. They're decorated, like they're part of the household furniture. Where here, it's like separate, huge, in the kitchen, clearly drawn attention to. Ed says they're not large, but they do weekly food shops. Households go every weekend to the food shops. Okay, pretty much the same thing as here. Put it this way, it's not overly common to find a house in the UK that has a very big refrigerator and a refrigerator. Freezer and refrigerator, okay. I have an awful image in my head of a 300-pound Donato trying to push a little Henry off his leg. Oh, God, thank you for blessing us with, all of us with that. But Henry Cejudo would look like a child in Donato's lap. He would literally look like a little boy. It would look like a child on Santa's lap. Not even Santa, but just some giant man's lap. I think he's so small. I mean, he is so small. It'd be crazy. Could you imagine being thrashed by a man that's... Oh, God, no. Oh, I blocked the rear naked choke. Donato would tap Henry Cejudo. He would smash the heavyweight Donato. I don't know. So that's a big difference. Donato's an athlete. And, that's a big man. That's a big dude. That's a big dude. Yeah, he's a flyweight. When I was that big, I did want to fight jockeys. Donato, all bunch of blah, 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 says Donato would finish him. I kind of think, even as skilled as Henry Cejudo is, I think Donato would get that one. I would probably bet on Donato. That's too big of a size there. If it's like a 200-pound guy, regular, 6 foot tall, 200-pound guy, a large man, I would say I would bet on Henry. But for an athlete, 400-pound athlete that's running the 5 and 40, nah. That's woo! It's a wrap! Shout out to Ed that wanted to see more violence in these streams. It's a struggle. I struggle. I'm not perfect. I'm struggling here, but you guys have watched the struggle. You've been here for the struggle. Proto's Wi-Fi went down. I'm sorry to hear that, my man, but I'm glad to see that you came back. Just like that! Oh my God, rear naked. I can't. Those 3 letters, I kind of like it though. I like getting it just like that in. But it's uncontrollable. I don't like being controlled by other people. Proto says, I'm going to start working out, skipping and weights, etc. just to get in shape. Good idea, Proto. I also recommend doing push-ups and pull-ups and dips and squats. Not that I'm in phenomenal shape, but doing pull-ups, body weight workouts, it's simple, it's easy, it gets you in shape pretty quickly. You're not going to get like Donato. You're not going to get turn into Brock Lesnar. But let's see where we're at on the leaderboard. It's always so much more fun to check the leaderboard when you're doing well. 207, or doing better, I should say. 207, poor Cody. Yeah. 207th in the world and the universe. So if you tell people, like when you go to other streams or something like that, tell them you are part of a team whose one of the members of the team is 207th in the universe. Don't say in the world, in the universe. So that's Coach Heavy Hands, Team Heavy Hands at 84th in North America. Let's go, Medichenko! Wow, welcome back, Medichenko. It is a great pleasure to have you here. I was about to say, if this is GOAT. This, my friends, is GOAT. This is GOAT right here. When is the MMA league going to give me my title fight? I don't know. Proto says Medichenko. Shout out Medichenko. I don't know. MMA Gaming hasn't had their fights in a couple of weeks. I think they should be getting back on track soon, I'm guessing. I don't know. Donato says, I've only been in one fight, but I think I would unleash enough violence before my cardio ran out. Yeah, that's the problem. If the fight starts and you can grab them, that's a problem. Coming for that ass, quote for Aljo. But this is Proto, or this is GOAT 1099. Medichenko. I don't know if you know who GOAT 1099 is, but this guy is insane. Yeah, what's up, Medichenko? You doing well, man? Got off of work, enjoying life. I hope you're doing well too. We're chilling. Going up against GOAT, who I've never beaten. This guy thrashes human beings. Yeah, GOAT's insane. GOAT is vicious, man. I mean, Taj Tenet, what's up, my man? Welcome to the stream, Taj Tenet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Medichenko says he's a good friend of course, Medichenko is friends with the killer out here. Medichenko himself has that vibe of a GOAT. Oh, okay. I'm just going to work on surviving here, guys. Vinny shares the opinion with a lot of people. Ed says, come on, coach, you're making Aldo look like a prime Silva. I don't mean to be doing that. Ed, I'm doing this for you once again. Oh, God. So once again, going up against GOAT, who I think the last time I saw, he was 8th in the world. I told Susie my fight strategy is spit in the face, then hand to the throat. Yeah, well, hey, you might want to do hot coffee, spit in the face, and then go for that takedown. Use that football takedown and do work. Here comes Jack LeBombard. We love you being in these streams, dude. Proto says, Coach has to do his thing. This is one of the best players in the game. Yeah, this is an interesting fight. I know Goat isn't going at me as hard as he can. He's just feeling me out. See where I'm at. Oh, come on. Oh. He loves everybody here. Hit him with the lead body. Hold on, let me see that. I'll see what you just said. I'll take all advice. Oh. I would say go top 3 on this game right now, Metachenko says. Wow, that's crazy. I have no perspective on that. I trust what you say because everybody knows you, and you've clearly played the game a lot. So Taj Tenet, so we're playing one of the best guys in the game. Protosis coaches do his thing. He's one of the best players in the game. Donato, solid game plan. Coffee pot, rip tonight. RIP tonight, that's right. Taj Tenet says, hit him with the lead body uppercut to rear body uppercut. Comes out fast. Okay. Let me do that when the timing's right. I don't want to force it, but I will look for it. Oh, I saw that. Oh, no. Okay. All right. Okay, I think he's trying to turn it on now. Oh my goodness, I thought that timing was like great. Don't double dip to the body on top players. Yeah, no, that was a bad mistake. That was I won't do that again. But I see what you're talking about, Taj. It comes out fast, but he saw that right away. Oh. Ed wants to know, do you think there should be a cap on how much weight you can cut? Weight cutting's a big topic of discussion. Yes, I do. Ed, I'll jump in on that. I find that topic very interesting. I think that there should be more. I like what ONE FC's doing, where you have to fight at your natural weight. I don't think Anthony Johnson. I saw an interview with Schmo with Anthony Johnson. I really don't think it's a good idea to have a man that's 210 pounds fighting at 170. What are we proving? That's not the best welterweight in the world. That's the best weight cutter in the world. If you were to have gotten the title. Vinny says he's excited for ONE. I am too, my man. He says, fuck the Schmo. There are a lot of people that Ethan does not like, and I'm glad to be on the positive side of Ethan's list of people he knows. Oh, man. Okay, so back to that timing was great, but Goat is one of the best. Yeah, that on that takedown, Metachenko, I really felt he really caught that takedown. It was just crazy. Metachenko says people will lie about what they're walking around right. That's true. Goat has a very good body block counter, so maybe if you manage a feint, like a body straight jab, and then slip to the outside to slip the upper and counter with a straight. Lead head hook. That is some stuff. Golly, Medichenko. That's but I hear where you're going with that. That's the mind of a it's like, why don't you just you know, do a flip and land an axe kick on your way when you return. Yeah, I need to level myself up. I need to step up. Keep fighting guys like you. I don't even understand. Oh, God, let me not whine. Ah. My goodness. I keep messing up my stamina. I'm letting myself get out of position. He's dominating the ring. Or the octagon, excuse me. I just did it. I saw what you typed, Proto. Fake to the body, wait for him to respond, and then counter. Wow, I see what Medichenko, I see what you're saying. He reacts to that body. He gets to the that low block down fast. The last thing I want to do is keep faking the same way against this guy. Oh, boy. For anybody who hasn't had an opportunity, please feel free to like this video. Let YouTube know that there's a team of people here that are having a good time talking that MMA, watching some fights, watching GOAT tear me up. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit that notification too. I want you here with me. I want you to love me. "12 people watching right now." Shout out to everybody watching. Thank you. We are fighting GOAT, who is according to Medichenko, one of the best, one of the top 3 fighters, active fighters in the world. Medichenko himself is probably one of the best inactive fighters to ever play. Here we go. Woo! Man. I'm just waiting for him to really turn it on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know... Alright. Oh, but like what Ed was saying before about the weight cut. Ed says, "Fuck, coach." Thank you, Medichenko. He says, "Great round. You 3 rounds in, I would have emptied the gas tank." But you're a killer, Ed. And once you focus that power and that striking you've got, you probably, it's probably more helpful. I need to be more aggressive. Like yesterday we were pointing out, I run too much. Not run, but I like try to get space too much. Man. Ah. Spec kicks when you're against the cage. Okay. Donato says, I rely on my counter-strike, and that's not negative, but you have the pocket game to wreck dudes. Oh, I appreciate you saying that. I don't see myself that way, but I appreciate you saying that, my man. I feel like that pocket game is where I need to work, get practice in. Oh! Oh, come on! How did he block that? Oh my goodness! Man. Xander Linings watching the stream while driving. What's up? Please don't watch while driving. Oh no! Please don't talk while fighting. Oh! Oh, did you see what I did to survive? Oh my god! Oh! Don't watch this while driving, Xander. Fighting goat like is like Chinese water torture. It really is all about your blah blah blah. Dude just keeps pouring it on. He really does. He's going crazy. Oh, and I barely survived. Yeah, Proto says Matrix head movement. I barely got away with that. And says Coach auditioning for the Matrix. Trying to, man. Oh, he doesn't want to shake after that. Focused. I'm focusing at. I'm cracking down. Why did I clinch after you ducked the spin kick? I don't know. I don't know. Medichenko, I don't know. It's low fight IQ. I know. I messed up, man. I messed that opportunity up. Oh. Oh, he just sidestepped that. That was dumb. Oh. Oh no. No. Oh my God. Holy cow. Oh, I just couldn't make it. I messed up. Medichenko points out I blew it. I couldn't finish this fight. Ducking that. Oh. Damn. I messed it up, Medichenko. Thank you for saying good fight. Oh man, I appreciate that, guys. I dropped the ball. I almost went 5 rounds with Goat, Medichenko. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. That is a tough fight. I saw people wanted to see the stats. We will see the fight, the stats. Xander Livings 10 says, good fight. Thank you, my man. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for saying that. Let's see what the stats are. I didn't lose that many points. That was a lot of fighting for not losing that many points. Thank you, Taj. I appreciate you, my guy. Yeah, he really put the hands on me. Yeah, it was a lot of time with a very good fighter, that's for sure. So you can see there, round 1. Take it as putty. He almost beat one of the best players. These dudes still game 10 hours a day for decades. I don't think that they do it for that long a day. I hope he's not playing 10 hours a day. That's insane. I wonder if how many hours he does play. If people actually are out here grinding like that, jeez. Scorecard, we were down 2 rounds. All About Your Blah Blah points out I should have poured it out. And so this is where my cowardice wasn't allowing me to use my stamina. I felt that with Goat, if I poured it on, he would just counter me. I mean, it was just asking for a knockout. If I just went ham and tried to throw these long combos, I felt like I had to. But I obviously needed to put more together. You're right. I needed to put more varied combinations together. There's some combos that I will throw if I'm comfortable that I just wasn't throwing there. I got super predictable throwing my straight. I kept going to the 1-2, trying to hit his block with that. And Medichenko, like you pointed out, I ducked underneath. I saw the spinning back kick coming. And I ducked underneath it, and I could have just clapped him. You have to throw the combos when he's standing still in front of you to make him back off. Yeah, you're right, Proto. Medichenko says your style is very patient, meaning your opponent sooner or later will get frustrated if they can't get off damage. You just need to take advantage of that. I appreciate you, my man. I appreciate your words, Medichenko. I appreciate everybody's words. None over one person's words over the next, but I appreciate you saying that, Medichenko. Let's see here. Medichenko says he loves when they start throwing reckless. That's when you get to counter. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. He is going. Donato says, man, you did fine. Thank you. Oh, wow. 8 likes. Thank you very much for shout out to whoever, all 8 of you who liked the stream. Big shout out to you. I really appreciate you. Rear Naked says, I got to go to sleep, man. Have a great stream and keep rocking on. Everyone, you absolute legends. Until tomorrow, we'll see you tomorrow. My man, that's at Rear Naked MMA on Twitter. Hit him up if you have not yet. He's a great source of information. I've had several stories, news stories broken to me just because I saw his tweet first, and he always has cool stuff to say, interesting takes, just like everybody who's a regular here. Dark Donut in the building. So here we go. I'm taking it easy at first. I'm trying to get a good read. And like Medichenko pointed out, I wouldn't mind him maybe coming at me a little bit more. I expect that takedown. I want to get that stamina worn down a little bit. It's going to require some shots to the body. Using some head movement, not trying to skate all of Good shit going that long with GOAT, Coach. I appreciate you saying that all about your blah, blah, blah. I really do. It was hard. And you, like, what your analogy was exactly right. It is like he just keeps pouring it on. He's just like water, man. It just kept coming. And it gets harder and harder and harder, and he just poured it on. He knew he was going to get that finish. I think he knew he had done the damage. They've made the straights way too fast. I don't know if the straights are just fast. Yeah, Ethan, those fights make you better, for sure. Practice with anybody that's beating you is going to make you better, even though it doesn't feel like it. As long as you're not just walking out getting slept or, pinned down to the ground. Teddy Atlas says, invite them in, then make them pay. That's exactly right. That's exactly what Teddy Atlas says. Who's everyone's favorite fighter to use in UFC? Mine's probably Darren Till or Dan Hooker. Shout out for the Dan Hooker usage. I like Dan Hooker too. My favorite fighter is probably Volk. I like Volk at featherweight. I do like him quite a bit. I also like Tyrone Woodley. Taj Hernandez Jones. Proto's Volk or TJ. Yeah, I like TJ too. When I'm not playing ranked fights, I like to use Sean O'Malley. He's kind of fun. Oh, come on, please. Woodley's underused. That right hand is disgusting. Yeah, man. People don't know. It's his stamina, though. The reason why he doesn't get used, I think, is that Ed says he doesn't main anybody. I try to have fun and experiment. That's a good place to be, Ed. And especially if you plan on being in ranked, you don't really, I'm not an expert. Medichenko probably has a better perspective, but I like just using all sorts of guys. But I love, Vinny knows, I like using Woodley. I definitely like... Oh no, this guy quit. Dark Donut, why did you leave? Let's run one more fight. Let's run another fight. Let's do it. Let's run a fight. I feel like we got robbed there. Where are we on the leaderboard? 206 in the universe. Like I said, tell your friends, families, relatives, strangers that you bump into at Starbucks. Tell them that you know the 206th best EA UFC 4 fighter in the universe, not on this planet. He didn't want to get Vit Coach. Free win. I don't want the win. I'd rather us fight. I don't like those types of wins. But thank you. I appreciate it. We will take, as a team, we will take that, I'm sure. Dark Donut rage quit. Might have had to poop. So if he was rage quitting and he had to move his bowels, that's a shitty situation. Yes, I did it. I did that. I have no kids, but I just brought out that dad joke out of nowhere. I'm looking over at the judges, and I see 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. That's 10 out of 10. Landed. Alabacha blah blah says, I know I'm always asking, but does anyone want to spar after this? Alabacha blah blah blah, you should ask. I want to spar you. We can spar. Do you want to wait till after the stream? Or Medichenko? If Medichenko's still in the building, if the legend is still here, I would definitely like to spar with him. Ethan says, we know you're a middle-class father. Stop lying. No, I do not have children, thankfully for me. Denal says turtle poking through, but he didn't want to get TKO'd. Right. That's right. He had to go. He had to hit it. This is going to be dangerous. Damian Maya. Uh-oh. Person that knows how to use Israel Adesanya is very dangerous. But yeah, all about your blah blah blah. If nobody takes you up, okay, yeah, all about your blah blah blah. We will spar. All about your blah blah blah. Do you want to do it after the stream? You said, correct? Donato asks, are you a cat guy or a dog guy? That's a good question for everybody. I'm a both guy. I have a cat and a dog. Matachenko says we can spar in like 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah, absolutely. That will work, Matachenko. This is the last fight of the stream. I'll get one in with all about your blah, blah, blah. And then we will... Oh, okay. I thought... Okay, all about your blah, blah, blah wants to do it on or off. It doesn't matter. Cool. We'll do it on the stream. There you go. We'll do the spar on the stream. We'll do all about... Cool. I'm glad you guys want to see that. All about your blah, blah, blah versus Coach Heavy Hands coming up next. Now it says he has 2 cats, Huey and Simon. Yeah, man, I have a respect for cats. I briefly had a cat when I was younger. I won't lie. I won't leave the homies, Ethan. I'm glad that you guys want to see that. We'll definitely stream it. Got to KO Isabel. Oh, you cannot slander Izzy's name. Izzy is an awesome fighter. Oh. Man. The only fighters I dislike is Greg Hardy and Johnny Hendricks. Why Johnny Hendricks? Is it the steroids? I mean, he never was caught, but it was pretty strange. You know, the timing of his, you know, the fall of Johnny Hendricks is very curious. Ed says he is, but Coach was talking reckless about GOAT John Jones, especially after he got manhandled by Jan. You know, I hope I wasn't talking reckless about Jones, but my opinion on him has changed so much over the years. He just stands out as, like, I learned a life lesson from John Jones. It's crazy. Oh, God. God, I hate that. I need to change it up. Not me, Eugene. Oh, okay, gotcha. John is running from Francis and Jan. Man, a guy that's that good, I guarantee you John Jones, and we were talking about this the other day, I guarantee you John Jones completely believes that he would beat Francis Ngannou. I don't think that guy's scared at all. I think John Jones, to get that level and have that type of mentality, GSP too, all of your favorite elite fighters. That goes for, and Proto says too, John isn't running from anybody. He's not. When you are that good, you believe that you will beat every man on earth. Like, you can't, he does, I'm sure he has doubt. I'm sure he faces fear like most fighters do when they're walking in. They have they have a shaking confidence, but he has so much overall confidence in his ability and who he is. Dude, John Jones just wants to get paid, like Ed says. He wants to get paid. Now, while Proto and I agree that John Jones isn't scared, I do not agree that John Jones dominates Francis. This fight is so hard. I keep going back and forth. One thing I'm not going to predict is a John Jones domination. Stuck the takedown. Block that. I felt I'm going to be a little salty if I didn't get that one. John, I beat you after a weekend of Cocaine Jones. See, I like that. That's what I actually liked when John said that. Not that I'm a fan of cocaine or anything, but I loved when John said that. That was like, he was keeping it real, and yeah, at that time, it was before the second DC fight, he had made mistakes, and it was still, but man, he's made it so hard to be a fan of him outside of recognizing how special his talent is. No amount of coke will help him with Francis. Proto says, everyone's disrespecting John because Francis has power. Hold on, I'm going to read that in a second. Give me 1 second. This guy's get... Oh, no. It says scared is such a loose term used by everyone. He's a fighter. Look at his resume. He's a bad dude. He's not scared. Yeah. No, I don't think just because he's a fighter, though, means he's not scared. So I think he can still... Those two things are not... can coexist. Those are not mutually exclusive concepts. Like, you can be a fighter and have a lot of fear about, right before your fight starts. I've heard a lot of fighters. Oh, wow. All bunch of Baba says, don't get me wrong, John has all the tools to beat Francis, but this is clearly the biggest challenge John has ever faced. Francis is peaking right now. He absolutely is. Xander says, your stream quality is so good. I love it. Thanks, my man. I really appreciate it. Wait, I forgot. Woo! It's a wrap! I forgot to deliver that. Donato says, nobody's in the business at that level gets scared anymore. I do think there's an element of fear, Donato. I do think that there is. Proto says, do you know him personally, Ethan, to know he's scared? Nice. Thank you, Ethan. Yes, he does. I just think recency bias plays a part, Ed says. Just because we recently saw Francis stuff a takedown, people are jumping the bandwagon. Woo, Proto, that's right. Yeah, no, I'm not jumping the bandwagon, and it's not just because the takedown was stuffed, but John and Francis wouldn't be wrestling in the same division. Like, that is significant that Francis is learning intelligent defense. Stipe is a high-level wrestler. Stipe is a larger man naturally than John Jones. It is encouraging to see that he stuffed the takedown. And to me, that's a big deal. Donato says, nerves, yes. Fear, get out of the business before... Okay, so that's a fair statement, Donato. I'm not a fighter, so I don't know, but I would actually accept that. Like, nerves is what it is. So let's see where we're at on the leaderboard. We're 177th in the universe, and... in other universes as well, parallel universes. And as far as we go in North America, All Bunch Blah 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 points out that Francis didn't just stuff the takedown. He reversed position on Stipe and made him pay with those shots. Yes, it was not just a stuff. He tried to take him down too after all that offense. Let's just look at the kicks from John. Francis has never dealt with anybody who judges distance so well. So yes, no, the kicks are a problem. Nobody deals with kicks well. If you're not used to people kicking you, that's a different game. So we're 71st in North America. We are gonna get it in with our boy. All About Your Blah 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 sent me an invite. You guys, let me go to the bathroom really quickly. Let me take a bathroom break. It'll take me just 3 minutes here. I'll be right back. Walking to the bathroom. I made it back from the bathroom safely. No ankles twisted. No nothing. I feel good. Okay. Vinny points out that GSP admitted that he was terrified before some fights. Why are we acting like it's so crazy? They're still human. Yeah, here's the biggest example of a person that was scared before a fight. And I would say, Coach didn't wash his hands, Joe. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. John Jones is not scared, but that doesn't mean he doesn't realize. He's going to set... John Jones is not scared, but that doesn't mean that John doesn't realize he's going to step in the octagon with a man so powerful one could end the fight. So rightfully, so he wants to get. Okay. Coach didn't watch his hands. Here we go. I'm trying to decide who I want to go with here. Let's see who we want to spar all about your blah, blah, blah with. Let's try TJ. So, Proto says, everybody's acting like John is scared, but he knows he can get 10 million easily. He's a smart dude. Watch the Steve-O interview with John Bones Jones. He acknowledges he could get KO'd, but he just wants to get paid his worth. That's all. Canadians are too scared to call ham. Wow, Donato's taking the rough take there. Ethan says he's not going to admit he's scared, obviously. Come on now. JMMA, shout out JMMA. He says, damn, coach, didn't know you were streaming. Been asleep for like 2 hours. Well, thank you for making it, man. You just made it. Perfect timing, actually. We had a pretty good stream. We lost to GOAT, won a couple of ranked fights, 71st in North America, 207th, I think, in the universe, intergalactically speaking. So we did that, and now we're just wrapping up. We just started a fight with all about your blah, blah, blah. John Jones fought TRT Titor. Vitor, he's not scared of Francis. Yeah, if you guys are too young to remember TRT Vitor Belfort, that might have been the most... I said Shane Carwin was the most, like, roided out guy I've ever seen in MMA. I forgot about Vitor. Vitor was absolutely the most roided out fighter I've ever seen in my life. That guy looked like a maniac. In his prime, that guy looked like a complete maniac. And, by the way, Michael Bisping was blinded in part due to a spinning wheel kick that knocked him out against Vitor Belfort. You can argue that, you know, Michael Bisping was assaulted. It says, the way JBJ choked out Machida gives me chills. Dude, that's the stuff of nightmares. There are men that are walking around that are not John Jones that can do that to you. I mean, could you imagine if that happened to you in a street fight? Like, some guy just grabs you and just chokes you like that? Matachenko says, John is a bad man. I don't think he's scared. What he's considering, though, is the possibility of getting caught by the most powerful puncher in the world. So he wants to get paid. Yeah. John has a lot more on the line than Francis does. We've all seen Francis lose fights, like clearly lose a fight. We've seen it. It's out there. It exists. What we haven't seen is we have not seen John Jones lose a fight. Of course, I count the Matt Hamill loss. It was a clear 12-6 elbow. In fact, it was not fair of Dana White to crap all over Steve Mazzagatti for calling that penalty. I mean, it's an illegal blow and it ended the fight. Matt Hamill could not keep fighting. It just was what it was. It was crappy, but it was a loss. And it was due to, a fight IQ issue. But John's gotten better. Vinny says he doesn't hate him. He's just being honest. And I get that. I absolutely understand your position. Outside of power, John is skilled everywhere else. He can beat Francis easy, but there's a chance John's getting KO'd with that power. Proto says Matt Hamill faked it. Oh, man. I don't know. Watch that again, dude. You don't need to... I'm sorry. I don't know how much acting he had to do. When I saw the blood pouring into his eyes and, he was fucking... Whoa. He was just kind of, like, out of it. He was really out of it. I mean, I don't know. It was an illegal shot. I wish it weren't that way. There are a number of other things that Steve Mazzagatti did that Dana White should be crapping all over that guy for, but DQs are... John Bo Jones has never been choked, baptized, or anything like that. or lost the decision. He hasn't lost the decision, but I'm not being the counter. I am not a John Jones hater, but I think we have footage of John Jones potentially losing a decision to Santos. And, of course, to losing a 5-round fight to the guy he just most recently fought at 205. So here we go. Got that takedown on All About Your Blah, 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 who is a monster in his own right, who's a great player, I should say, in his own right. Joe Rogan has me calling everybody a monster. Gosh, it's a curse, but it's kind of accurate when you're talking about guys like Francis and things like that. That's a really... Two things I wish that I wish I didn't say, but I'm going to continue saying is Murderer's Row and calling people monsters. Because Murderer's Row is such an adept description of what John Jones went through at 205. The guys that John Jones beat at 205, that is insane. That's like a video game, dude. Francis can beat easily. Hold on. All because he was patient doesn't mean he still doesn't have glaring holes. When he hurts Francis, he shows signs of being wild. I agree with JMMA with that. I do feel like Francis, even in that Stipe fight, he had a moment where he lost himself. It looked like he went wild for a second. One of those punches looked very similar. It was a left hook he threw that just looked like it wasn't from a calm, controlled place. It was one of them. And look at me picking apart Francis Ngannou's, one punch, but that's, a glaring issue with his strategy. JMMA says he worded that wrong, but I get what he's saying. Yeah, I absolutely understand what you're saying, JMMA, for sure. Proto says, yes, there's a lot of weaknesses in his game. His ground game is obviously still a weakness. One takedown and he can gas out again. Yeah, absolutely. I would argue that one takedown and he would gas out again. If John is capable of, for whatever reason, holding a man that large down on the ground. Medichenko says, I need to get some rest. Let's postpone the spar for next stream. Great fight against GOAT. Peace, everyone. Thank you, Medichenko. Shout out. Get some great sleep. I hope you have an excellent sleep, Medichenko. Welcome to the team, my man. I appreciate you being here. Shout out. Have a good night. And by the way, 13 people in here. Thank you for joining the stream, my friends. If you haven't had a chance, please hit that like. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Hit those notifications. I want you in the chat contributing. The chat is the most important thing, more important than fights. Oh! Wow. All About Your Blah, Blah, Blah had some anger in that shot. Tell them same team, same team. And Xander, I hope you had a chance to subscribe, my man. I love the fact that you're in here talking, chatting. I want you to come back. Why is Gone not in the game? My bad. Why is Gone not in the game? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Surreal Gone is not ever in this game. He's a relatively new up-and-coming fighter. I think he'd be an excellent addition, and I think he looks like a champion. Surreal Gone looks like a Francis Ngannou looks like a champion, so does Surreal Gone. Francis can definitely KO John. It's MMA. Sarah lost to GSP, but I'm not going to throw out common sense because Francis KO... Xander says he already turned on notifications and everything. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you. Donato says, I would try to get Francis to expand as much energy as I can. I can only hope to take off his power and chop him down slowly, yeah. Coach, what? He just beat Rosenstrike. But what does the Rosenstrike victory have to do with that? The victory, Surreal Gone, beat Rosenstrike in a pretty uneventful fight. You know, it was pretty uneventful. It's not something that gained him any fans, but I don't think it hurt him. He won the fight. He gets to move on next and be a little bit more active. I do think Rosenstrike is gun shy. Ed says, even if patient Francis, he's got fast twitch muscle fibers, he's not designed to go 5 rounds. I don't know, man. I think Francis, I bet you Francis also, you guys, another note. Francis said that he came in too heavy. Francis says he wants to lose weight. So the Francis that we saw, Proto says 100% everybody's overhyping Francis. Everybody's throwing John's ability out the window. No, Proto. I don't want you to think. There's a balance, though. I'm not throwing Francis's skills out the window at all. There's just a balance. There's just a balance, man. I think that both can be true. Xander says, it means a lot coming from you, Vinny. Okay, here we go. Woo! All right. But Proto, no, I'm not overhyped. I'm not discounting John. I have in mind John is the best fighter that we've ever seen. Take out steroids don't make you fight like John Jones. It doesn't make you think like John Jones. He is the best fighter. I know that. But all I'm saying is Francis is not just power. Even patient Francis, like the guy seems to learn pick up skills fairly quickly. I mean, I know it was 2 years since the Stipe fight, and he didn't demonstrate his wrestling ability in the fight since. JMMA says, no, not you, Coach, but the majority of MMA community is John can fight on the outside, and when Francis gets close, he can clinch work him. So, but Jay, the clinch work, you need to have the strength matters. If you're talking about clinch work, strength does play a role there. John Jones isn't going. I mean, frankly, I don't think of John Jones as a clinch guy, anyways. I do up against the cage, holding somebody up against the cage, but man, no way. If I had to bet money, is John Jones going to just hold Francis up against the cage like he did to Glover Teixeira? No way. No way. There's just, it's not going to happen. There's no way Francis has that, or John Jones has that type of strength. So I don't know that clinching is, I think John Jones needs to keep that fight on the outside. Utilize kicks like Proto's bringing up. Those kicks it's a different level. John Jones kicks incredibly well. You know, it's incredible. Remember, he broke OSP's arm with a head kick. That's what would worry me. I don't want John to try to clinch Francis. Yeah, John should not be clinching Francis Ngannou. That's not where John... I can't imagine Greg Jackson encouraging that either. That's why John Jones is so intriguing at heavyweight. It's like, which tools that he used at light heavyweight, which can he use on bigger men? Because you can lift all the weights you want. You can put on more muscle. You're not actually the bigger man. You've just got more muscle that you're not as used to carrying as the guy you're about to fight. And yes, of course, mass. You have more mass, so you do have more power. But the guy you're fighting is used to holding that mass for longer. I wonder if we see a tired John Jones for the first time. You know, we're all talking about 5 rounds John Jones. I mean, uh-oh. Oh! Oh my God. All about your blah, blah, blah doing work. Man. Nice. Nice footwork. Woo! He did his thing. Ed says, I don't think cardio would be an issue. He's not cutting weight. I don't think he'll be slower, which worries because Francis will be able to back off blocks. John is way... JMMA says, John is way stronger than he looks, but I know that's not going to be the game plan. I'm more than sure they've been breaking Francis to a T at Jackson Wink. So that's interesting. Yeah, John Jones has better coaching. You cannot deny Greg Jackson is such a high level, and Wink together, that's clearly a lethal combination. Those guys really did change the sport. That was the first time really they did the oblique kick thing. That was a big deal for a while. They've produced quite a few champions. Xander says, Coach, your ability to use stand-on well is insane. You're in the 5th round and have hardly lost any. Yeah, well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you saying that. I just got dropped again. Oh, my God. All about your blah, blah, blah is just getting reckless with me out here. In a good way for him. A lot of people forget that GSP was at Jackson Wink. Yeah, GSP spent a considerable amount of time at Jackson Wink. Yeah, they solved Ronda. Absolutely, they solved Ronda. Jackson Wink is... That's a... of course they have the name, but that's some really classic stuff has come out of that camp. Rashad Evans, they go deep. Diego Sanchez, Cowboy Cerrone, of course, Holly Holm. They've gotten... that Alistair Overeem was there. The resurgence, you could say, of Alistair Overeem started at Wink as well. Alexander Arlovsky made a comeback under Jackson Wink. JMA says, nah, that had nothing to do with game plan. Ronda just thought she could outbox Holly Holm. I don't know. What's crazy is that Edmund Tarverian, or whatever his name is, he was trying to tell the public that Ronda had these magical hands. And I don't know if he was actually telling Ronda that she was as good a boxer as anybody else. But if she was it's kind of crazy. If she was believing that going into that fight, that guy should really hold himself responsible for that loss. That's professional, it's malpractice. Oh my God. I take that back. Diego Sanchez is the worst coach ever. He might be. Oh, all about your blah, blah, blah got me to end the stream. At least that was not ranked. Oh my God. All about your blah, blah, blah. Shout out to you. I opened it up with being beaten by Proto and with getting beaten by all about your blah, blah, blah. Good job, all about your blah, blah, blah. Shout out to you, my man. Shout out to you. I appreciate you guys joining me for the stream and all about your blah, blah, blah. I want to see you first thing in my next stream. I'm going to come at you fresh. But you deserve this victory. You're the man. You earned the stream. Shout out to everybody. Is that the first time you beat me? All about your blah, blah, blah. You did very well. I'm shocked that that's the first time you've beaten me. I really didn't remember that. I am shocked. Because I am beatable, as you've all seen. That's a blah, blah, blah rap! Donato says, well, congratulations, dude. You are quite capable of beating me. I'm shocked. We probably just haven't fought enough for you to demonstrate that you're capable of doing what you just did. And no, you shouldn't have thought you lost. You definitely got a fight you deserved. Whoa. Okay, yeah, you got 2 knockdowns, so... Okay, well... Respect me. I'm trying to find the... 3rd round. But that's okay. Good fight. Shout out to blah, blah, blah. I want you guys all to come back. I appreciate you being here. I can't believe we've grown. The team's growing. I can't believe it. I just set out playing games. I'm trying to do different things that, entertain, because can't play UFC 4 forever. I will, but maybe you guys won't be interested. Trying to do that. All about your blah, blah, blah. It was your victory. Judges or not, it was your victory. Thank you, Taj Tennant, for saying good fight. Blah won the second because he did more damage and had a stun as well. Okay, thank you, Proto. I didn't remember that, so I appreciate it. You can't just look at the numbers. Xander said he will be back with the team. That will be tomorrow, my friends. I appreciate you so much. Taj I said I can play this forever. Okay, I'll keep going. If you guys are here for it, I'm here for it. I thank you so much for being here, you guys. You know what's coming up next, because I know what's coming up next. I'm going to catch you on the flip side. Peace. I'm out.